everyone. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Fangirlz Assemble. Joining me all the way from Kentucky, Kristen and Maddie. How are you today?
Hey.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. So last two times I did the show, I started too early because of this new platform and stuff. So apparently first 5 seconds, it doesn't record. So I have to wait. That's why it was like a lot of
So we just freeze.
Yeah, you just freeze, and then, then it comes out. So before we get going, I see there you have a lot of books behind yourselves, and I have a lot of books. Where do we go to buy these books?
Well, Faria, we go to InStockTrades.com. I have it on my browser.
That's also what your dog was saying.
That's what my dog is saying. Moose is like, please, listen to me. InStockTrades.com. Yeah, so... Kristen, you gotta talk about those deals, right? I know you shop there.
Oh, I shop there too much, as you can see behind me, because the deals are too sweet for me not to. Up to 50% off. Free shipping after $50. You guys know I can't not do the free shipping. But if you don't want to, that's in the States, by the way, I'm sorry. But if you don't want to, you could just pay like $4. And that's amazing.
And the packing would be spectacular. Like, you're pretty much just paying for the packing. I mean, my God. There will be no dents, no bumps, none of that. It will be just perfect.
Yeah, you're not ordering from Amazon.
No.
Because we all know the horrors of ordering from Amazon, which is very sad because they used to be a book company. But I won't do it anymore. Yeah, they started out doing books.
I did mind blown. Something you learn every day. But my God, no, they have nothing to hold against in stock trades. So I wanted to mention before we get going on the show, this Tuesday is like the biggest release ever that's happening. I mean, stop the break, stop everything. It's the biggest book ever. Miss Marvel, Volume 5, oversized hardcover.
I knew that was coming.
Oh my God!
I go with this, and I was like, "What am I missing?
What's going on?"
It finishes out G. Willow Wilson's run. So after that, I will have. I don't know if you can see it right there. So I already have there. I already have all 4 over there. So this is the 5th one that will finish it off. I am hoping and praying that it's not. I don't know. Wait, no, Omar did a video. It wasn't the Thor one, right? The weird wraparound, like the design. The dust jacket wasn't like that, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, also, it's fine. I'm gonna go rewatch it again. I don't think that was the case. The other thing that's coming out that I'm looking forward to, and I know you are probably as well, Kristen, Mr. and Mrs. X, the second trade. Which unfortunately is the end of it because all X-Men titles were canceled. Sad. So that's coming up.
That's Volume 3 as well.
Which one? Oh yes, I was going to tell you that. That Volume 3 is coming out as well. What other things coming out?
I was just looking through. I didn't see anything that was besides those. That was really jumping out. The War of the Realms trade's coming out. Although I think I'll wait for the omnibus.
Right. Ninjak, the deluxe edition, if you're into Valiant, that's coming out. And there's like a bunch of other it's nothing. So I just looked at Miss Marvel, I'm like, that's it. Nothing else. It's just like that, to me, it's like that became clear and everything blurred out. It was a cinematic moment and it just kind of popped out to me
Wait, so what are you going to get with it? Or are you just going to pay that shipping?
No, I'm going to get Mr. and Mrs. X with it. And then I think...
Will that be enough?
And a couple of Black Hammer trades that I was waiting for.
Okay.
Like couple of Black Hammer, like the... what you call it? Not the offshoots, not the main title, but the offshoots that they do.
Okay.
So
I'm surprised you're going to buy those.
Why not?
The word starts with an H.
Hockey? Is there hockey in there?
It's hockey. There's so much hockey.
Of course there is. I don't care.
No, those side stories are amazing. So you should buy them.
Hey, listen. A good story is a good story. Whether it has hockey in it or not, it's not...
There's no hockey in it. No hockey in it.
I mean, anyway, so yeah, so that's why I was thinking of just getting all of those to kind of like put it make it like a $50. So with that out of the way, so yeah, so go to instructrades.com for all your collected editions needs. So with that out of the way, today we wanted to talk about what's on our wish list. So there was a little bit of friction, like, confusion about it, because the way I treat my wish list
makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense, first of all. So it's not the way you ladies treat your wish list.
I think you mean the average person.
People, like,
I think you mean everyone in the chat, probably.
General population. So what happened since Kristen introduced me to Hoopla and Comixology, I cut down all my wish list from that IST wish list, because I'm like, oh, it's available here, so I'm going to read it here. It's available there. So between the three digital version, I kind of cut down everything. So now my wish list is only of stuff that is coming up. And pretty much I've been keeping up with the things, like, I've been very selective about things I want to buy. So it's been really barren and kind of sad. But you two ladies, yours are pretty rich. So who wants to go first? Kristen, do you want to go?
Sure. I'll just glance through here, I guess. It's just full of stuff that I haven't bought yet, because I don't have all the money.
Right.
I wish I had
you
all
keep
the money.
yours as like a recommendation like list for friends and family.
No one cares enough about my recommendations.
I know.
for me to
I
do
build
that.
mine up all the time, and it's really just for me to keep an eye on what I want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep it in the hopes that someone will be like, man, I want to buy Maddie a present. But from where do I look? And then look at the wish list, and my mom is like, no, I'm not going to buy you anything from that. I'm like, why do you hate my interests?
It's funny you say that. Usually I have too much on this wish list to give it as a Christmas guide, because my parents also want a Christmas guide from me, but then I usually have to whittle it down and just make an Amazon wish list. They know where to go. They know to go to Instructure. Mm-hmm. But I'll usually do that. I'll be like, here's what you look at, because I had to pick. There's too much.
Well, this year for your birthday, you did give me a truncated wish list as well.
Because everyone likes surprises, right? Not everyone, I guess, but I do. Just pick a thing, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, and it's one of those things I kind of struggle with too. Is like people try to surprise me with books and stuff. I'm like, listen, all the books that I wanted, I already got it. So.
Well, that's why I think like the good thing about having like an obnoxiously long wish list at all times is that if anyone gets you anything from it, it will be a surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
At some point, you're like, I don't even remember putting this on my wish list.
Yeah,
that's great.
I feel like I'm going to run into that today.
Right. Okay. So let's start, because I think you were going to bring up some titles that I would want to put on my wish list.
We'll see if there are any.
Let's see.
I'm going to skip around though, because it's too much, guys. It's too much.
I'm right there with you.
We're not going to be here forever. But I have the first 20th Century Boys, the perfect editions. You guys know.
I remembered those.
Oh, did you? I love Urasawa. So I only have the first one though. I don't know why I've been waiting. So I have the rest of those up to current, which I think is 4.
Yeah, not too many at least.
So that's good. At least I can catch up. Let's see. I also have, I got the first volume of the Amazing Spider-Man newspaper strips, because I got that for cheap at Second and Charles, and I'm like, oh, I'll continue this, but guess what, there's already one out of print, and it's off my wish list. It's just staring at me, not available, and I'm so sad about it. So I may never finish that. I know. So that happens sometimes.
Is it 2 volume?
4.
Oh, okay.
And I have the second one, which was grossly out of print, but I found for cheap. Mm-hmm. And I guess the first one's gone now, so I haven't looked it up. Maybe it's readily available elsewhere, but I'm sad about it. Mm-hmm. One day. Do we want to skip upcoming stuff, or are we going to talk about that too?
Hey, whatever you feel like.
Because I throw those things on there. The Angel Legacy edition, it's coming out next year.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
paperback that Boom's putting out. You guys may wonder, you may be like, don't you have all the Angel stuff? In fact, did you double dip on like half of it per Maddie? And I'm like, yeah, I sure did, because I'm stupid and Maddie's good at this.
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm going to buy it only because I'm worried that I may have missed something.
That's how I feel.
And so well, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Also, there's legacy editions. I got the Firefly one, and they're so nice. They're nice and chunky. You guys know I like that in a paperback.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels soft on your face. I've tried it. You should try it. It's really nice. And also, they're going to be in chronological order for the first time ever. That's exciting. So we'll be able to read them in a way we haven't read before. And I like that. So that's my reasoning behind that. Totally going to double dip.
Speaking of related content, did you already put the new Buffy Library Edition on your wish list?
It's not on IST yet. What are you guys doing?
It's on Amazon.
I'm not going to pre-order from Amazon.
I keep 2 wish lists at all times. I pre-order things off Amazon, so I remember that they're coming out, so I know to order them on IST.
Oh, I don't do that. I will remember.
No, I do the same thing though, because I would put everything on Amazon, because it always gets listed on Amazon first, and then as soon as IST puts it over there, I'll update it over there. So yeah, so I do both.
I mean, maybe it's smart, but I know I'm not going to forget that one. Which, by the way, best news ever, best news of the month, best release coming out next year. I'm calling it now. People are really worried that it's not going to be the same size, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm excited it's happening.
Listen, the fact that they announced it at all, which is to me means that they will think through it enough to make sure it matches the other books.
So is it going to be by IDW, right?
Boom.
Who will it by? Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But those library editions stopped at 10, right? Yeah, 10.
Yeah, stopped at 10, and then
so we never got 11. We never got 12.
So the thing is,
curious to see if we get Angel.
If you look at the Power Ranger one, that is actually the library edition size. Like the Power Ranger Deluxe editions.
Is it bigger than an average library edition?
I think it's side by side.
I think it's bigger.
Oh, really? But here's one of the things. I would tell you, if you want those books, you better be on IST at 3 p.m. on that day, because Boom are notorious about printing hardcover.
I'm sorry, do you know me? Of course I'm going to be there. Day of with Buffy. I've been waiting for this.
I'm going to pre-order my backup on Amazon just in case, but I will be there. Day of.
Right. I would definitely, because Boom is really not good about hardcover. Mm-hmm. Like, they really have limited printing on a lot of those things, and they do it. I don't know.
Where's our Giant Days at? What's happening, Boom?
Right.
Volume 4. What were you doing? What is happening? I'm upset.
Right.
I'm upset.
Like, yeah.
Oh, someone's looking at my Darkwing plush, so I'll totally, look at how cute he is.
I love it. I noticed it when we started.
But he doesn't sit well, so that took like an hour for me. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. He's drunk. So, Animal Man by Jeff Lemire, the omnibus in December. I'm going to get that. Animal Man.
Animal Man. Okay.
Because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's hockey in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely hockey in it.
At one point, Baker, he becomes like, he starts talking to hockey sticks.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
All about it. All right. Okay.
Archie Varsity Edition, Volume 2. I get that because they're cute. There's some Tilly Walden coming out. Are you listening? That's happening. I want that. I needed the next Bad Machinery book, which is also John Allison. It was a series before Giant Days. I really like it. The problem, and the reason I haven't yet, is the latest one that's come out, Volume 8. They went from this obnoxious, like, floppy, really long, wide size to pocket editions. So they started coming out with these smaller editions, and they came out simultaneously with the other ones. Yeah, they're not gonna. They're discontinuing the big editions that I already have. So there's part of me that's so upset about it that I'm like, I don't want to get the next one. It's gonna be weird on my shelf, but I want it. So that's why it's just sitting there.
Well, if it looks nice in the spine, like, can you add?
I'm hoping it matches up to the spine. Like maybe
Right.
it's just like that, but I don't know because I don't have any of those. I just know they're smaller.
Right.
I'm just upset about it. So then I got a ton of Peanuts box sets that I may never get because they go out of print, but I don't have the money to get all of them. So that's on my wish list. Cross Game, which is a manga I started getting. Mostly that's there for me to look at when I'm in a half price books and be like, what do I want? Oh, yeah. Grab them then, because, you know. The Deadpool minibus, the latest one, I haven't picked that up. I probably need to do that. There's some random box sets. I'm going to skip some of this. The DuckTales books, I want to get those. The new series. I read some of it. It's good. Let's see. Oh, there's a Goldie Vance box set coming out. I found this out earlier. It's just trades, but it's like a gift set of all the trades.
It's so nice, though, because I read those on Comixology Unlimited, and I would really like to own them.
Get the gift set. I think that's October, maybe. Let me look up to see if I wrote
that's soon.
it.
That's way too soon. Slow down.
Well, hold on. It's October. October 23rd. Put it on your wish list. You know, for Christmas.
Well, somebody's like, "Are you going to do that for your wedding? Do it like a comic book registry?" And honestly, I think I will because we have all of our like house stuff put together. And a friend mentioned to me that she did an entertainment. What's it called? The party you have before the wedding, people will give you stuff. Shower. They had an entertainment shower where people like gave them either like books or like board games or stuff. They wanted them to check out.
That's fun.
That's way better. We have the house stuff. She need more fun stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Always.
I would say do that.
Sorry, continue.
Let's see. Harrow County. I just got the first library edition, and that's it. So I need to catch up on that.
I did too. So we need to tell me how you like it. I've never read it. I
haven't read it yet either. Did you read it, Freya? Or are you waiting?
No, I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I bought all 3, so I'm waiting.
They feel so nice.
It does. That's the
so
only reason
nice.
I'm reading. I'm buying it. But then
So you could rub your face on it?
Yeah, so I can rub my face up and down on it. But the thing is, but if it sucks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to sell it.
Yeah. So someone in the chat said, I want to read Harrow County, but it's on Hoopla. It's a great point, but I already got the first library edition, and I feel like I'm committed now.
Yeah.
Also, they're nice.
So here's the thing. I get that some things are in Hoopla, but if it has like a nice deluxe or like a nice hardcover and stuff, girl, I'm gonna get it.
And it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard not to buy those books.
Yeah, it brings me to my next one, Immortal Hulk, coming out in October.
I need to read it.
I read the first volume is on Comixology Unlimited for anyone watching who hasn't read it. Check it out there.
And Hoopla has both, like first 2. So
really? I didn't know that.
Hoopla has volume 1 and volume 2 now.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah. So I am actually buying the trades. And then because that shit is going to have an omnibus later. So when it has the omnibus, I'm going to get the omnibus. So I'm going to skip the deluxe in the middle, but I'm keeping up with it via trade. This is like the only thing. And the Hoxpox is the only 2 things I'm actually reading as it's coming out.
Is that what people say?
Huh?
Is that what people call that?
Oh, that's what Peter calls it. So I call it that too. He's an expert. He's an expert.
Sure.
So... Right.
No, that's fun. I like it. I still need to pick up the Kaiju Max Deluxe Edition. That crazy big one.
Kyle was raving about that when I saw him at Gen Con.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
book is beautiful. And I feel like maybe I had seen it at a half price at some point and didn't pick it up. And I really regret it because it's beautiful.
I've read the first, maybe just the first season. Kyle made me read it a long time ago. And he makes it. It's great. It's really great. So I need to get that. It's worth it. I haven't read the next Kim Reaper either. That came out, and I want that real bad. Yeah. So that's sitting there. Lumberjanes Volume 5. What am I waiting for? I don't know. Money. I need that. I know I don't have it.
I mean, I can't believe you guys take risk with Boom hardcovers. That is unseemly.
Free, if you want to send me some money, then I'll get it right now.
I'll send you some money just for
Lumberjanes is one of those that I've read digitally, all of those, and I haven't made the step to pick them up. So I figure at some point someone's going to sell their set again.
Yeah.
And I'll make the friend and buy them all.
You know, that's one of those things. Boom has really nice trades, but yeah, these hardcovers are really nice too.
Oh,
like,
so
and they're
nice.
so cute together.
Remember how we were talking about that? We keep looking forward to Goodreads competition, reading challenge, what the banner going to be. I keep looking forward to what the Lumberjane, what color it's going to be. Damn, mine's all the way over there. I could see what's the volume 5 was. I think it's like a magenta-ish.
It shows yellow.
Oh, then that's the yellow. One of them is magenta.
Yeah, it looks yellow.
Yeah. But I cannot wait for that and Giant Days to be completed, and then having them side by side.
It'll be so cute.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right. Okay.
Then I have a butt ton of Master Keaton volumes because there are a ton, and I only have like 3 of them.
I don't know what that is.
Urasawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're also like fancy edition. I think they're only signature. Yeah, they're signature. But they're shiny, and I like them. But there's so many that I feel like I'm so behind now. So,
yeah, I never even heard of that one. So,
well, we'll have to dive in together. We should do that.
I really need to like read any of his stuff because I've just watched movies or anime. So I need to.
I thought. Did you not? Have you not read Monster yet?
No, I've got it all now, but
girl.
I think we're eventually we're gonna do some sort of like old reader, new reader thing with it. So I'm just gonna wait for that.
Nice. Let's see. I have the Murder Falcon trade on here because Reed wants it so bad that he wants all the singles and the trade.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you really like something, I guess.
I'll be honest. I actually want to buy it too.
Yeah.
But even though I read it on Hoopla, like there's like I want.
Yeah, it's one of those like series that like it's not as well known as the other Image titles, I feel like, and you want to like support it if you really loved it, which I also really loved it. Like you want to support it, so that's fun. I like that,
and it's one and done.
Yeah. I also have the One Piece box sets on here, which I may never get, but 2 and 3 are on there because I have the first one, and I just keep thinking, yeah, I should get those sometime. But then I'm like, but I have the app now, but I have the first box set. So it's a big dilemma in my heart, and I don't know what to do.
It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
I want them all. I feel like if I'm going to collect a long manga, that will be the only one I do.
And it's the longest, so.
Do I want to make the jump right now?
I like it.
That was good.
Free is like, what are you talking about?
No, I know what you said.
Okay.
I know what you said. I get that.
Did you get it?
I got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah, got it, you guys.
You know, like Shonen Jump, you know?
No! Like, oh my god, why you have to...
You're like, no, I got it.
Because puns are funnier if you point them out again and then you
exactly.
over-explain it.
And then you keep talking about it.
Alright, then.
Paper Girls.
It's on everyone's wish list to never be fulfilled.
I think it's going to sit on there forever. Maybe one day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe those box sets are nice too.
You've got like 10 years at least until it's finished. So,
and that's going to stay in print.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. It'll be so fine. Yeah. I'll get the like 20th printing or whatever. Maybe
You'll
more.
Be fine.
I need to get the next Paper Girls. I never did.
I haven't either.
Yeah. It's so shiny. What else? There's an upcoming Rugrats original graphic novel that I need. There's actually 2 coming out. And I love that new Rugrats, guys. I'm always going to be stuck in the 90s, I guess, because it's so good. So anyone not reading it, you can get it on Hoopla. Read it now. Spider-Gwen Volume 3, that one has a weird place for me, too, because supposedly there's never going to be a Volume 4. So what do I do?
Is it the hardcovers or
It's
like
the hardcovers?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious about that too.
Free,
I
have you
wanted to jump into collecting her, but I didn't know.
Spider-Gwen?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's killing me. It's killing me softly. I got three of the hardcover, and so I don't know what's gonna happen with the 4th one. It's probably not gonna get released.
I know, that's what I keep thinking. I have the first 2 though, so I'm like, I feel like I need the 3rd. But then if there's never a 4th, I'm gonna just cry about it, right?
You know, if I was Marvel, whenever the next like Spider-Verse movie comes out, because that's supposed to be sitting around her, right?
Right.
I would release an omnibus of all of it together.
And then what I'm gonna do with the 3 oversized hardcover?
Well, you
sell
it. You just sell it.
Yeah.
Someone would buy that, right?
Give it to
an unsuspecting person.
Right.
Right.
That's what we have to do, though.
Give it to Lee Clark.
Yeah, give it to Lee.
Yeah, I'll give it to Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I actually met Lee today. Very nice, like, super nice guy. So, hey, shout out. I think he watches the show.
He's awesome.
Yeah. All right.
I'm the only one who hasn't met him now. I feel bummed out.
He'll be back in Kentucky. We'll make it happen.
Nice. That'll be good. Tea Dragon Festival. I think we're all excited about that.
Yes!
Katie O'Neill. She's the best. She's so good. I got some TMNT oversized hardcovers just chilling on here. Those are really for read, but eventually I'll read them. But they're kind of stagnant on here because they go in and out of print.
Right.
So I'm just kind of like, well, one day.
Those are by IDW, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really nice. They do good.
There's like 4 different versions of that, right? There's a pizza cover version. There is
that's a different series.
They're different series altogether. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the original series. Yeah, the original series has the pizza ones, which are the color editions. And then there's the Ultimates, which are the black and white original editions. And then there's the ongoing series, which is the current one.
Right. Okay.
I've had to learn about this because read.
Yeah.
So I know it all. I'm really excited for the Umbrella Academy library editions that are coming out. I think those are must for a lot of people. I still never got the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Volume 4 hardcover. What am I waiting for? I don't know. They'll probably come out with an omnibus, and then I'm going to be like, why did I do this? You know how it goes.
Yeah. All of those are on my wish list.
Yeah.
I don't have any Squirrel Girl. I've read a bunch, and I want to have them.
It's great. I think you'll like it a lot. It's fun.
If you're looking for the oversized hardcover, let me know. I'm planning on selling mine.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me know.
Perfect. Just message me.
Okay.
I think you're just selling everything now, aren't you?
I'm planning on it.
All the time. You're just selling everything.
I was like, it's like off to a new home, my beauties.
So what are the things? Okay, I'm done with my wish list pretty much. But what are the things I want to know now? I'm curious that you won't sell. That you're like, not happening. Like what qualifies for that?
So all the Hickman stuff, all the Hickman omnibuses.
Well, I don't want those. I'm shopping for myself.
Oh, shopping for yourself.
She's making her for Rio wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
good idea.
Image Deluxes, like I don't sell any one of them because I really like them. Hellboy, I thought I really cared for it, but once I'm done reading it, I'm like, I'm never gonna reread this. So anything I feel like I'm not rereading it, gotta go. I'm very much of like, Marie Kondo before Marie Kondo was a thing. Like, Miss Marvel, the oversized hardcovers, they're never gonna leave. The Daredevil omnibuses, I'm gonna keep those. I'm actually looking around. Planetary and the Authority omnibus, like Warren Ellis's stuff. There's like a shit ton of trades. I know that they're probably never gonna make omnibuses and stuff about. Most of them are all staring with female, with starring women. So I'm gonna keep those. Stumptown, for example, all the Greg Rucka stuff. Most of them are by Greg Rucka. Surprisingly, they never get hardcovers. Like a lot of them, and they're from Oni, Image, or whatever. So I'm keeping those. Hellblazer. I think I'm gonna keep all of those runs. So the most of them are like kind of things that I feel it really have to. We were just talking about it just before it gets started. It really have to blow my mind, like for me to keep it, or else you have no place in my home. Get out of here, Bender oversized stuff. I really do like it. And the thing is, like, I am actually reading. I'm gonna read all the Black Hammer in under trade, and then once it's all done. and like, library editions get collected, I'm probably gonna get the library editions if I like it. So
They're really nice. That first
yeah,
one's
that's
really
what I mean.
nice.
That's what I've been hearing, that they're the best. Like,
I'm
they're
still really surprised you're getting it in trades
I mean,
when
that's the
they're
thing,
on
though.
Hoopla.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I started it, so
So you feel like you're stuck in it.
yeah, like now I feel
That's
like
fair.
I'm stuck in it, and then I'm like, well, once it's done, I'm gonna just be able to say, oh, and then another one is just popping up over here, Luisa. Now and then, I'm not gonna sell that ever.
Yeah.
Kiss number 8, that's another one. So there's like a whole bunch of like hodgepodge of things. I'm like, I'm not gonna sell it. I actually came to the realization today. I was been looking at this. I'm like, I'm probably gonna end up selling my cosmic Marvel stuff. I don't know. I'm not.
I just feel like all the time now. Like I'll see every day I log in and you got a sales post.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
whenever you do go sell your cosmic stuff, let me know though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm gonna also keep the Silver Surfer one because that's really good. But yeah, and then a bunch of Thor stuff. So yeah, it's like, kind of hodgepodge of things. Oh, Wonder Woman, bunch of those omnibus or hardcover. I'm keeping those. So yeah, it's kind of.
I think it's good. It's always good to reevaluate and just kind of like see what you do or don't want.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now with everything I've got, but I am making an effort going forward to stick to hardcovers and larger editions whenever possible.
Same. Because especially with Hoopla and Comixology and then Marvel Unlimited, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I think you save money in the long run if you do. It doesn't feel like it always. I would put a lot forward for like a bigger edition, but then in the long run, I'm not buying so many trades, and it's less like.
Yeah, but then it also depends on like if you like that run, right? Because
of course.
Yeah, for example, like Immortal Hulk, I'm gonna buy the Omni on the first day. I'm gonna buy it, like no questions asked. But I don't know, like Jeff Lemire's Animal Man, it's on my wish list too. But I'm like, do I want to? Because it's all in Comixology Unlimited. You see, like, so it's like a balancing act all the time.
Sure. Yeah, I've been taking a lot of stuff to like Second and Charles lately because I'm just like, trades and stuff that I don't think I can even get someone to bite on. I'm like, I'll take credit. I don't care. I'll take in-store credit. Yeah. But yeah, it's things that like, like I just took Alex and Ada. That's 3 trades I had that if I'm ever going to read it again, I can read it on Hoopla or I can get the fancy hardcover because I did like it a lot. But I'm like, I'm not going to. They're just sitting there. I don't care.
Right. I mean, so I've learned it the hard way that, buying things like because in the fancy version, because people hyped it up only to hate it with passion. And the thing is, here's the thing. If I hate things more because I paid more money for it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Starman wasn't a bad book, but I hated like tenfold because I paid the money for it to get the thing. But I also sold it for the same exact money I paid for. I started hating it less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I guess you.
Yeah, so it's like and the thing is now everything I read on Hoopla, everything is like 2-star automatically. It's free. It's a 2-star. But anyway, what's on your wish list, Maddie?
So I'll just do a quick little look through. So I have some Naoki Urasawa stuff on here, which is luckily a lot less. I used to have all of Monster on there, and then all of 20th Century Boys, but I've kind of made my way through those.
Because you made the jump.
Yeah, I have a lot of like things I'm catching up on. So like my Marvel list is still like, or the amount of Marvel books I have is still really low. So I'm kind of like trying to catch up on that eventually. Like all of Wolverine, I don't have those. Then there's some like, huh?
No, I'm saying that's another one. It's like I have the trades I'm not gonna sell unless there is an omnibus. Then off you go, my pretties.
I want them so bad. And I always like update with any upcoming like DC titles that I want. I still don't have Acorn Cove somehow, so that's on the list.
Oh, it's so good.
Some older Batgirl because I still have never read Stephanie Brown or oh gosh, what's her name? The other one.
I know which one you're
I'm a
talking
bad
about.
DC fan.
Yeah.
A lot of like other Batman stuff that I don't have. Like I still haven't bought any of the New 52 stuff just because
Omnibus is coming.
I'm gonna get the omnibus. I think because when I was looking around, most of it was hardcover trades or hardcover like the small ones. I was like, why?
No.
I don't want hardcover volumes. Stop it.
Yeah, like no, do not.
Why would they do that with the like? I don't understand why New 52 did some hardcovers instead of like trade format. I don't understand.
But DC is still doing it. For example, the new Aquaman by Kelly Sue DeConnick is standard size hardcover.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why? Oh my god. It's
So that
made collecting a nightmare because like I wanted to get that Wonder Woman and Superman, even though I knew I wouldn't like it. It's only hardcover, so I was like, well, I guess I'll never read it.
Yeah.
So same with Batman. That's why I haven't collected it yet because it's like I know I can get both. Every time I find it in the store, it's always hardcover. I was like, I'll just wait. Someone's gonna collect it. I'll buy it some other way. Then, a lot of it's just catching up on stuff. Like I don't have Big Hard Sex Criminals. I wanted to read that, and I wanted those nice fancy hardcovers.
You can get those from Gem City. That's where I got my first one for really cheap. Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for them. A lot of like the Stefan Sejic books and his wife. He and his wife. I wanted like all of their stuff, so that's on the list. Older DC omnibuses. Any of my New 52 stuff I haven't finished. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I put a lot of just hardcovers on here just because, like Image hardcovers. I just want all of them. I don't even
They're
know
so
if I'm
pretty.
reading them. I just want all of them on the shelf.
I'll be honest though, because Image doesn't make hardcovers unless the series is really popular and good.
Yeah.
I have not read an Image hardcover that was bad. If you know what I mean, that I didn't like. Because those are typically the most popular things they have. So they will obviously just make them, So anyway, sorry.
So God Country, a lot of the other Rebirth Deluxe editions I haven't finished collecting, like Harley Quinn, which I really liked. I just hadn't bought the rest. And a lot more like Marvel omnibuses. Like I still don't have World War Hulk or Planet Hulk omnibuses. I still want those. I just haven't made the jump. Kiss number 8, I still don't own. I've just read it.
I don't own either. I need to get it.
Lumberjanes.
Fake fans.
I read it way before you.
Still fake fans. You don't own it. Fake.
I know. The rest of the Miss Marvel hardcovers, I don't have those because I'm just buying the hardcovers by themselves. So I want to get the rest of those. I also have One Piece on here.
Nice.
Will I ever buy it? I don't know. I've read all of it. I want to finish out the rest of Red Sonja, so that's on there. She-Hulk, Superman, and then more like skinny Marvel trades, and then like finishing out Wonder Woman stuff because I've been buying all the trades for Wonder Woman, but not the deluxes, and so I know that eventually I'll trade all those in and buy the deluxes. I'm not motivated right now. I don't have like just the money just to flippantly throw at it, I guess.
Right. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with G. Willow Wilson's Wonder Woman run. I will probably get the deluxe if they make it, or I don't know. But anyway.
And so I have 2 different wish lists. I have one of my in-stock trades, and then I also have one on Amazon that I update pretty frequently. Sometimes I just get bored. And no one ever uses it but me. But it's there, and I like to look through it from time to time, just like, oh yeah, I remember this. So I put there's a lot of repeats on both lists, but there's also a long list of video games and a ton of figures. I just always, if I see any figure I might like, I put it on Amazon wish list so I remember.
Right.
I was looking for it. But I feel like most of mine, ever since I started making those wish lists, is just playing catch up to everybody else.
So
but I think I'm starting to make a dent in it, but there's so much stuff coming out all the time. It's hard.
So much good stuff.
Yeah, that's hard because I take breaks from buying stuff because I have to live, and
I feel that
hobbies too. And then I get so backed up, I'm like, oh shit, all these stuff came out. Like I used to be better at keeping track of them.
Right.
Or maybe I'm just reading too many series now. So now it's gotten harder. I'm not sure. But
Drew B in the super chat gave $5, and he was asking who would win in a fight between Buffy and Xena.
Xena.
Buffy.
Ooh. Whoa.
Now who would win in a fight between us?
Xena. 100%. And I love Buffy. I also don't really think they'd fight, but I think maybe they would fight if they like met each other and they got confused and thought one was like
right, but then they'd be on the same side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Can I break? Though I don't know much about either of them. I just know like pop culturally what's there. I think I used to watch Xena when I was a kid. I don't remember. But anyway, I would say it would be Buffy though.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
she has super strength. Come on.
No, but the thing is, she's also tiny, so she can run faster.
True.
You know, that's what I'm thinking about from that point of view. You know,
she also has the whole Scooby gang behind her. You know,
that is
true. Like, yeah, now Maddie's changing her mind.
No, I'm gonna stick with my first decision.
Oh, you're gonna stick with that, okay?
Also, good question, Drew.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. We appreciate that.
You know us well.
Yeah. So can I go now? Like,
absolutely.
No.
Okay. All right. No?
No, you can go.
So anyway, so nothing on my wish list are in print. Like, in print as in like it's coming up. They're all coming up. Like I said, most of my stuff kind of went into, I separated them out between Marvel Unlimited, and then between Hoopla and Comixology Unlimited. I have saved, like, it's just like, when I first started, I was buying too many weird shit. I learned my lesson pretty much the hard way of like spending money on things only to turn out they're the crappiest crap ever. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of changed my outlook on things as of 2019. So, and to be honest, here's the thing, like, for example, for Hexed, Suiciders, now Martyr Falcon, I read them all on Hoopla or Comixology Unlimited. I then promptly went to IST and bought them. So, because, I'm like, now I know I love them. And then I went and bought them. And then in some cases, I actually have on notes, running list of things. I'm like, if this ever gets the hardcover or like a premium edition, I'm going to get it. So there's that as well. But, so some of the things that are on my wish list is Absolute Day Tripper. That's coming up. I don't know. It got canceled, pushed back a bunch of times. So, Absolute One Thing, which I don't think I'm going to get until all three are solicited because DC is really bad about completing their shit. So, no, maybe not. One that is common with Kristen, Animal Man by Jeff Lemire. I'm actually going to read it on Comixology Unlimited first and then make the decision.
It's a good idea. I may do that.
Let's all read it. Ooh, let's read it together.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to read it for a long time.
Can I just jump in blind? Because that's been my plan.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's New 52, which is supposed to be blind jumpable.
That's what I thought, but I don't know.
Wait, is it the New 52 one that's good? That has the omnibus, or is it the other one?
No, it's the New 52 one. It has to be. He only wrote New 52, Animal Man.
Oh, okay.
Rebirth, they cut down. That's one of the things I cannot stand of DC. They only write Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman for Rebirth. Like, Rebirth has like none of these interesting titles that New 52 had. They cut all of them down. They're like, nope, no Animal Man, no Swamp Thing, none of that.
Well, you got some other cool characters now. I feel like they're branching out more though now than they were. Look at Justice League Dark. It has like Detective Chimp in it.
No. They have team books, sure, but I'm talking about like solo things. Oh. If you do know some, let me know. Like, just say because I'm always looking for those things. At least I don't see them. So then Snyder, like the New 52 Batman Omnibus, I really like that run. I'm pretty much probably the only, a few people, it's a few chosen few who like that run. So I'm going to get it. Then Batman Eternal Omnibus, that was like a blockbuster Batman event that I really enjoyed. I'm kind of up and like, about whether to get it or not, because I really enjoyed it. But am I going to reread it? So that's kind of like on my, so a bunch of Black Hammer trades that coming up. Captain Marvel, like Kelly Thompson. I'm collecting all of Captain Marvel. Like starting from Miss Marvel, from Brian Reed run, I'm collecting all of Captain Marvel in trades. If someday they make them omnibus, I'll switch them out. But at this time, I'm just collecting them in trades. So that's one. Catwoman by Joella Jones. So
yes.
Going to be.
Did I buy that? Yeah, I did. I should read it.
No, volume 2. That's not out
Volume 2.
You have volume 2, but that's
no, I have volume 1. I didn't realize that I had it.
Yeah. And then Goldie Vance, I just added it while Kristen was talking about it.
Yeah.
And Harrow County, Volume 4, that finishes out. I Hate Fairyland, Volume 2. Immortal Hulk, bunch of trades. I have that over here. Injustice Gods Among Us, the omnibus.
Oh, absolutely. When does that come out?
I don't know when it comes out. So that's
I'm dying to get it.
So one of the things is, though, the volume 2 isn't been solicited yet. So that's one of the reasons I'm probably going to wait till that happens, because this is not a complete story. That's my only problem. This is not the complete story. So what are they going to do about it? So, I mean, that's why I'm just going to be waiting. Then Lucifer. But see, that's another thing. I read it off Hoopla. I read the whole thing. I loved it so much. Now I'm going to get the omnibus. So that's how I'm doing it. Mr. and Mrs. X, Miss Marvel Volume 4, we talked about it. Shuri Volume 2, I got Volume 1. I'm really looking forward to reading that. Swamp Thing by Nancy Collins, the omnibus. I don't know. I mean, I really like Swamp Thing as a character. I've read like the New 52 run. I read the initial Alan Moore run.
Mm-hmm.
And you loved her Vampirella, so.
I did not. See, I was just going to say that.
I wanted to beat you to it.
Yeah, I did not care for that. So this is also something I'm going to look for to see if I can find it in Hoopla or Comixology Unlimited or some other place to sample it before I get it. Because also supposedly Nancy Collins' dialogue is not very good, because I think she's more into prose writer. So a lot of her things doesn't translate in comics. I've heard that. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Umbrella Academy, the deluxe edition. So this is one of the things. I read the trade. I sold the trades long ago, or probably gave it away. Now the deluxe is coming. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get it. Unstoppable Wasp Volume 2. So which I read a whole bunch of it in Marvel Unlimited. Wildstorm Volume 4. I don't know. I mean, I got the other 3, so this is Warren Ellis, and I'm gonna get it. And the last but not the least is like a Wonder Woman by Gail Simone. I don't know about it. I don't know. Someone needs to tell me if there is any kind of if it's good or not.
I've heard it's good. Are we getting we're getting an omnibus, right?
Yeah, there is an omnibus about it. But I also want to read it first before I make the.
Yeah.
That whole Wonder Woman by Phil Jimenez, it gave me a Wonder Woman phobia now, because that book was bad.
Just read this. Yeah, only read. I mean, Rekka's the best one.
Right.
The volume 3 just came out.
Yeah, why do we not have Raka's Wonder Woman? Why do we not have that as an omnibus?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, because to me it's like the run. I don't know.
Right. So that's the thing. I also sold those pay trades in anticipation of an omnibus.
Nope.
Yeah, if it doesn't come, well, guess what? Frey's never gonna own it. Frey's gonna go to Hoopla to read them. I mean, I can vote with my money, guys. That's the whole.
I mean, they still get money from Hoopla, just not your full omnibus money.
Right, that's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe that will tell them, it's like, no, let's go. No, we're not getting that Vampirella comic. Because Maddie read issue 1, and we do not care for Vampirella.
Yeah, I was gonna do a review, but I was like, I just don't think it's worth it for me to do it because I'm thinking of the other like Vampirella adjacent stuff, but that new run, it is not good.
Yeah, the fact that Maddie doesn't like it makes me definitely not want to read it.
It's telling.
I felt offended immediately, and why they would ever get someone like that to write that comic book, I have no idea.
I
hate Vampirella and she's against everything that I stand for, but I'm still gonna write her. Like, then fuck off.
I'm never over that interview, guys.
To be honest though, that's a good idea because you can bring a different voice to that and figure things out. I mean, I don't know, like
not with a guy like that though. If you're gonna do that and be like, I would rather have someone. Not that guys can't write it, but I would rather have a woman write it.
Well,
mess.
I don't know.
Also, put a lesbian in charge of that book.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Way better. Come on. Right. If you want a sexual gaze, target it towards lesbians. It'll be a much better book. I don't understand what they're doing in this.
Right. I don't know. I mean, to me, like, yeah, Vampirella is just like look-wise and everything. I'm like, that's not for me. They openly didn't write it for me. So why am I going to pay?
Well, that's why they need to fix that.
Yeah, why I'm going to pay any money and do anything with it? So no, we're not going to be reading that. That is.
Shout out to Freddie. Thank you for being so nice and always awesome. And I'm so sorry you're still at work because that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, at this time, on a Sunday. All right. So yeah, so that's so my wish list is kind of more limited because most of my wish list in other places, like the thing is though, it's just things doesn't get on it until it's.
I think you forgot something, or I missed it, and I apologize if I missed it.
Which one?
Did you say Black Bolt?
It's not on. So Black Bolt.
Yeah, of course it's not out, but it could be on your IST.
It's not on IST.
No, it is.
It's not.
It is.
What?
I added it. Yeah, it's on mine.
See, this is why we do this show.
Yeah, we did it so you can find out.
This is exactly why, because it's on my Amazon wish list.
Oh, okay.
I added it right away, but it's not on my IST because I'm like, oh, okay, when it comes out. Oh, girl, it's on my calendar. Like, it's on my calendar.
I know you got it somewhere. You got it in a heart on your calendar. I'm going to read it just because you guys love it so much.
It's great.
Like, it's heart on my calendar for that, Miss Marvel Volume 5, and also Magnificent Miss Marvel Volume 1, which is coming out sometimes next year. Those are the 3 that I have it as a heart, like on my calendar.
On your physical
like
calendar.
Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else goes on the calendar. Those are on the calendar because guess what? Shits are going down that day. So, yes. I didn't know that. Oh my god! Now I'm going to put it over there. All right. So, do we have anything else to talk about? Is there anything else we want to talk about?
No, I feel pretty good. And then, so next week the plan is
our plan?
Unless it changes, which that happens, to review these 2 books that I now own and came just in time yesterday. So we're going to read Bottom Feeders and Moonshadow. So look at this.
Look at that.
So nice.
Yes.
This is a chunk. And such a cute little, look at that. Look at the little guy.
Did you see the inside of Moonshadow? Because that's a good-looking book.
Yeah. And it opens really well for a standard-size hardcover. It is really nice. Like you don't even really notice it
because I don't know much about it. It's beautiful. And Bottom Feeders is exactly what I was expecting. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Have you read up? You read Up Your Soul. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's by
we were all affected by it.
That's what
I'm still affected by it.
I think everyone should read it.
I agree.
I mean, what was
that? What? I don't know.
I still don't know what it was, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, the scene. Okay, anyone who's read Upgrade Soul will know this. Anyone who has it's not a spoiler. Don't worry about it. But the scene of the person coming up over the bed toward the beginning. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Won't forget that. I won't forget it because I was like, whoa. Like, it's ooh.
I don't know if Omar's read that, and I might do that for an old reader, new reader, just because I think I want to see his
Oh,
reaction.
that'd be a good one. That would be such a good one.
Man, what a book.
That is like I can't deal with that. I mean, I'm still thinking about it, and it's been so long.
Yeah.
See, okay, so right before this, and we can just do it very very quickly. Right before this, we were talking about like how when we first started reading, everything was like, oh, that's great. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure like we all had that. But now, as we're reading more and more, I'm not impressed by shit anymore. Like, I am not impressed.
It's hard to find something unique, like truly unique.
Oh my god.
And that's what that was, yeah.
It's a rampant situation, especially like, and I blame Kristen for this, for getting me on Hoopla. Like,
I got you on Upgrade Soul too. I was like, guys, I read this thing.
you did.
Still don't understand.
But you wanted us to suffer with you.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Please read it.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, I mean, it's just like I'm reading so many books, but oh my god, there is more shitty books than good books now. And here's the thing, I don't know whether it's because I've just read so much. Now I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed. Like, I read Spread over the weekend. I was not impressed, guys. Not impressed. Like, okay, sure, this happened, and then what? What are we gonna do about it now? Like, I don't know, and it's really annoying me though, because I feel like the magic is gone. Ah, boo. I don't know.
I think that would be a good future episode to talk about what books really like were truly unique and blew us away. Because I mean, the ones that pop in my head are Upgrade Soul, Postal.
Right.
You know, I feel like that's a great one. Like, but I can't think of tons.
Yeah, me neither. Not anymore.
They don't exist.
Yeah. Or are we weird now? Are we weird?
Yeah.
Someone says Pepper Girls just ended. I know. I'm actually reading it like tomorrow, probably starting tomorrow. You know, I have a whole plan. Oh no, it cannot be tomorrow because Volume 6 doesn't come out until September 6th. So it has to be kind of coming up with that. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Anything else to add?
No.
Just go check out instocktrades.com for all your all the books we've talked about. That's where our wish lists are. That's, you know, where everything is and where you can buy all the things and the great things.
And someone actually asked that you can share your friends and family can see your wish list. If you share with them, they can. And you know, so, and I think in some cases you can make it public, so they can.
There's a little option.
Right. So people can search by your email address, but I don't know. I mean, you know, that whether you want to do that, but you can also say that plop your wish list on people. Hey, people, buy me free books. You can do that too.
You can also do a protected thing where you can just send out a link, so anyone who has the link can see it. So no one can search for you and be weird.
Right. Yeah. So go to instocktrades.com for all your collected editions need. DC, Marvel, Image, Dark Horse, everything can be up to 42% off. On Tuesday, there's typically 5 to 6 chosen ones. Those are 50% off of new releases. And yeah, so next week, we may actually have our pick of the month for August. I mean, not this, but the following week, which we will announce our next video, like next week's episode. So do tune in for that. You can see more of Maddie at Near Mint Condition. She's, you know, she's a superstar over there. And then you can see more of Kristen and I at Fangirlz Assemble channel, which is the link is below. I am doing a Hoxbox readathon with Peter, Zach, and now recently added Tyler. Last week's episode was a massive hit because we did a deep analysis of Hux 2. So go check that out. And then we're going to do a bunch of other new things as we go along. So yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.